What's happening, my people? So another review, music review that is, and this is Fat Joe and Dre, Family Ties. And this one right here has me perplexed, cause I'm like, man, how I'm gonna do this one? I'm like, man, I like the music, I like a lot about it, the production, a lot of the guest appearances and stuff. A lot of it is good. Man, to me, it's kind of like you meet the girl of your dreams, and she's beautiful, she curvy, she got good credit, good job, everything, but a breath stink. That's kind of how this is, man. I love a lot of the beats. I love the guest appearances and stuff, the production, all that. Fat Joe, whenever he is on here, to me, isn't on here enough. I don't like when Dre on here, man. And it's Fat Joe and Dre. Is Fat Joe just not inspired anymore? His last album was him and Remy Ma. This one is him and Dre. I just want to hear Fat Joe. I want to hear Fat Joe album. The Fat Joe and Dre. Cool and Dre meant legends. Beat mastery. I would love to hear anybody on some Cool and Dre production. Their production is masterful. I don't want to hear Dre singing and rapping. Dre is great value Drake. You look like Drake. The nigga try to rap, he try to sing, but nigga, he not as good as Drake. If it would have been Fat Joe and Drake, oh my God, this would have been amazing. And not to be on Drake nuts or nothing. But homeboy, his style is Drake-esque without without being as good. But let me get into it, man. Number one projects. And this one, the dark joint. Fat Joe come on there smashing. Even Dre verse sound good, man. It starts off with a bang. Very dope. Number two, been through. Been through? Is that the name of it? Yeah, been through. Talking about the things that they've been through and stuff. But I'm not too fond of the hook. Dre on there. The verses on here solid. Is alright. Number three, Heaven and Hell. Love that sample, and the way that they do their verses is they go back and forth. Like they go a few bars, Dre, a few bars, Fat Joe and stuff. So that right there, overall, man, it makes the song dope, man. And towards the end, the beat switches up. And that switch up, hard, super hard. Number four, Hands on You featuring Jeremiah and Bryson Tiller. I will not give something a negative review if Bryson Tiller on here. If Bryson Tiller on here, it is dope. And it is dope. Bryson get on there, it's cold. Fat Joe sound good. It would have been better without Dre. Dre does a verse at the end. It doesn't kill the song or nothing. It isn't whack or anything. I'm not saying Dre is whack. But this one could have been better without Dre. Number five, Day Ones featuring Big Bank, DTE. One of those laid back chill tracks, reminiscing about things that happened back in the days and about their friends and friends turn foes and different people who might have crossed them and people they did things for and stuff. Just one of those type of records. But it's dope. I like it. Number six, Yes, featuring Cardi B and Anuel AA. This is one of those club banger type joints. Just those got kind of the Caribbean vibe and stuff. Is one of them over the top records. Cardi B sounds good on here, but her verse is sharp, man. It's like she only get like 8 bars or something. I don't think it's a 16. At the most, it might be a 12. But Cardi B, and Anuel gets on there at the end. I don't understand nothing he's saying. He's doing his he in Spanish and stuff, so I don't know what he's saying. Number 7, Big Splash featuring Remy Ma. And this one has that West Coast DJ Mustard type vibe to it. It's another like potential club banger type record. I like Remy Ma verse on here and stuff. But the beat is hard and stuff, but overall it's not really my vibe. Not really my vibe on this one. Number 8, Lord Above featuring Eminem and Mary J. Blige. Epic soulful track. And for a soulful track with Eminem on there, that's shocking. It's like, wait up, how Eminem gonna get on here? But Fat Joe starts it off dope. Eminem gets on here, he give it like 60 bars or something. He murks it. And he starts off talking about like Mariah Carey and Nick Cannon and stuff, and talking about I would have been crazy too. So I ain't mad at you, Nick Cannon, because I would have been going crazy too if I had Mariah and she was doing this. But in just talking about they war words and they beef that they had, and what else still talking about how he give a lot of Pac references. You know, he did a album for Pac back in the days, and how he got a plaque for this and stuff. I think that's what he's talking about. But it's a dope track, man. Mary J sounds beautiful on the hook. This is one of the better ones on here. Number 9, Drive, featuring Ty Dolla and Jeremiah. Female joint, super dope. Ty Dolla sounds so good on his hook. This hook sounds so good. This is great record. Very dope, very dope. I think Dre give a verse towards the end. He could have been off of here. Number 10, Pullin' featuring Lil Wayne. Love how they beat flip. To me, it got let's get it on. Like it got that Dipset vibe, but then the other beat, it got like a Wu-Tang vibe to it. And Lil Wayne get on here murky. Fat Joe sound good, Lil Wayne get on here murky. But it seemed like his verse is short too. It could be a 16, but it didn't sound like a 16, man. It sounded like he was very fast, man. So Wayne verse could have been a little longer, but maybe it was 16, but it didn't seem like it. But other than that, super dope. And number 11, Deep. This one has a video to it. Has the Key Sweat beat. And it's mostly a Fat Joe song. Fat Joe got all the verses, but Dre singing on the hook. When Dre sings, like he got that auto-tune stuff, and it doesn't sound like everybody else auto-tune. It sounds like whenever somebody from SoundCloud send you a song, man, can you listen to my music? It sounds like that whenever they put the auto-tune on. It doesn't sound like when Future puts the auto-tune, or when Party Next Door or something put up the auto-tune on there. It sounds very generically like, and deep is your love. If he could have got Key Sweat on here, this would have been super dope. But he got Dre on it. How deep is your love? How deep is your love? He don't sound good on this record. He don't sound good on here. The song is dope. The beat is fire. Dre don't sound good on the hook. So that is how it ends. I don't think there's a fitting ending to the album or something. Could have ended with maybe the Eminem record or the Lil Wayne record or something. Like ending it on a love song. Well, kind of. It's not necessarily love. You're talking about how homegirl tried to play him and doing this and that. Because on the video, he kill her in this and that. But then he go over the top. He sound like homeboy whenever he was on the little show. She's Gotta Have It. And his character on there, oh, baby girl. Like he acting like that on here. So that's kind of funny, but I like more when he's the hard Fat Joe. Pause. But like on the whole video, he just she was doing it dirty on the video. But man, overall, man, get into the man. All the joints on here is pretty much, except for like the 2 dance hall type records. But all the joints, they sound fire, man. The production, the guest verses are good and stuff. It's just Dre on here, and them two tracks, the Cardi B in the Remy Ma joint, ain't the best in the world. So, man, how do you rate something that's good all the way through at 7? Man, I give it a 7.5. I give it a 7.5, man. I gotta deduct it for Dre. And being in only 11 songs, and two of them I don't care for. And Fat Joe not on here enough. Like, I love Fat Joe music. Fat Joe is very underrated. And I would have loved to hear him rap more in here. But Dre does a lot of the hooks and then a verse. So you get less Fat Joe on here. So I take off a little bit because I would have wanted to hear more Fat Joe. But a 7.5 out of 10. It has potential to be a classic. But just certain elements and stuff on the record that I could have did without. But like, comment, subscribe. Gonna be the greatest of the most hated, man. Holla at your boy. Peace out.